Hello! In today's video I am unboxing the Fractal Design Define R5, which is a mid-tower computer case for a desktop computer. Simple as that. Before I get into unboxing it, this is a custom knife that I made. I don't have a video about it, but yeah. Why did I decide to upgrade to this case from my Cooler Master Half X? So this case over here, this is my old case. It is a Cooler Master Half X. It has served me well since 2012, which was when I built this computer. But there's been a few issues that I've had with this case. The biggest issue I have with it is when you take the side panels off, the case actually warps under its own size and weight. And that's noticeable when you're trying to screw the graphics card bracket into the back of the case. You need to pull the case towards you in order for the holes to align where you can screw the screw in. And that's really the main issue with this case, like from a manufacturing standpoint. Aside from that, everything else that's wrong with it is probably wear and tear or my own fault, such as all the plastic clips, well, most of them have near enough broken off. And yeah, the window cracked and it's all scratched and the case is damaged down there, but that's my fault. The one thing that I really like about this case is it actually has hot swap bays, which I don't believe this one does. But yeah, the main reason why I'm upgrading, that one's old, warps under its own way, it's damaged, broken, I need a new case. Oh yeah, the motherboard tray. The motherboard tray is also warps on my version of this case, which is my main reason for upgrading, because I don't want to put any kind of stress or strain on the motherboard. And anyway, moving back to the Fractal Design one, as you can see, I've gone for the one without the window, because this is what happened when I previously had a windowed case. I believe I've already taken the bottom screws out. Yes, I have. Did that this morning. That's what happened to the window in my old case. It got cracked, and then I tried to make a frosted effect and it didn't work. So yeah, that is my old, that's why I haven't got the window one, because I'll just end up breaking or scratching the window. So as you can see, I have moved the camera back so we have a wider field of view. Is this sharp? Not really, I should have sharpened it. Anyway, let's get on to the unboxing of this case. I ordered it from Amazon, in case anyone wants to know where I got it from. So yeah, I got it from Amazon in the UK Amazon, because that's where I live. So yeah, here is the case itself. Now most people will probably try and mess about getting the case out, and while you can do that, I find it just easier to put it on its side, and then, if possible, open up the bottom of the box and push it. But before I do attempt to push it out, I'm going to see if I can just pull it out. Oh yeah. Oh, no extra pushing needed. It just pulls out. Okay. Oops. There we go. There is this case unboxed. Well, taken out of the box. I still need to unbag it. So judging by the look of this here, that's the bottom, that's definitely the front. So I need to turn it around. And also, previously I had the Cooler Master Half X, which is a full-size tower, but I decided to go for a mid-size tower because it's smaller and I just don't need a full-size tower. My motherboard's an ATX motherboard, which this supports. Anyway, let's take the polystyrene bits off, as this video is just a unboxing video. So there's a user manual. This case is, this bag's making it very slippy. Get it up from under the feet and up from around the edges. here is the case itself. So yes, this is my first ever time unboxing a Fractal case, so I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. Anyway, let's just go over these buttons here. So here we've got a headphones or earphones input, microphone one, not sure what that is. There's a power one, then we have two USB 2 ports and then two USB 3 ports. Also, this has just reminded me, going back to the Cooler Master Half X, the front audio and microphone inputs never worked. And yes, I made sure they were connected to the motherboard and they just never worked. Every time you plugged a microphone into it, it just wouldn't register, and anytime you plugged earphones into it, it would just make this awful crackling noise of like static interference, which is just a nightmare. I know that it has a door on it, but yeah, it does, and I believe, yes, I don't know how well you can see this. So as you can see, it does have a door on it. You are able to take the hinges off and put them on the other side if you want it to open that way instead of that way. It's got these flap things on the top. I don't know what they are yet. Let's take the side off. It just uses the generic thumb screws, but there's a nice little feature about these thumb screws, and that is they don't fall out, so you can't lose them. Now on the inside here of behind the motherboard tray, there's like a sound dampening material, as you can hear, just normal, probably steel. Does warp a tiny bit, but nothing to worry about. And now we have behind the motherboard tray. So what do we have here? We have our little accessories box, which it's got those in, but I'll get onto those a little bit later, if not in the next video, which will be when I plug my move my computer from that case into this case. And then here we have what looks like two SSD storage bits or 2.5 inch hard drive storage bits that you can have behind the motherboard tray. There's a cutout here so you can access your motherboard cooler or your CPU, well yeah, cooler. Let me just take the other side of the case off so it will make it a bit easier to see through it. Oh, okay. So on the other side of the case, the top thumb screw does come out, and on the bottom of the case, it probably comes out as well because I've noticed there's a latching system on this side. On the other side of the case, both these thumb screws come out, but there's a little latching system that you can use to take the side off. So yeah, on the other side of the case, which if I just turn it around, so this is like where you've got access to all of your, this is where you put your motherboard, simple as that. So we have this side panel here, which has got that bit, which is a cover that you can remove if you're mounting a fan there. We've got the same sound dampening material, which is very nice. Then in here we have got loads of white painted motherboard tray bits. Hang on. This uses a different mounting system to the my current case. How does that go in? Like that. Right, yeah, it uses a different mounting system. So I'll need to get used to that. I know that this top bit here is removable. Right, we've got 3 down there. I only use 3 drives, so this top bit I will remove. And then here we have the motherboard tray with a centered pin that's pre-installed, so you can align everything up. We have cable management, like rubber bits that you can put your cables through like that. Then we've got all of the cables down here for your front input, output, I/O bit. And yeah, the theme with this case is white and black. I don't know if you can see, but it ships with a Fractal, is that 120mm fan? I'm going to say. What does it say? I'm not sure. I'm going to guess that that's a 120mm fan. Then we've got the graphics card bits there. What I meant by my old case warps, do you see these screws here? In order to screw them into the graphics card, you needed to pull this side of the case towards you to stop it from warping. So yes, it comes with a fan there. There's no fans in the top, but there is a fan in the front. If I just open up the front, pull out this mesh bit, which I know comes out. There we go, so you've got your like filter, you could say, and then we have another fan in the front here, which is, well, very good. My Coolmaster Half X does currently have 3 200mm fans in, or 20cm fans, which as far as I'm aware this case is not compatible with, but I'm not bothered about that at all. It does have a 140 fan already in there, which I will transfer over to this case, as this case does support both of those sizes. So yeah, we've got the fan there. I don't know if these are like any special Fractal Design premium fans or anything like that. Judging by the fact that they ship with the case, I'm going to say that they're not their top of the range fans, but I'm not going to say they are Fractal's like bottom of the range fans either. Like the generic fan that you would choose, I don't know. Anyway, I think that is mainly it for this video, and I guess part 1 of the video series. See, you can see the cables. Oh, see the cables are here, and they've got like Fractal Design Velcro tag things. That's very nice. I like that. But yes, I haven't gone into all the details about this case, but this is just me unboxing this case, and I'm saying what I already know about it, and that I am wanting to move my computer into this case. Anyway, oh yes, also for those of you wondering, you can mount up to 2 DVD drives in the top if you want. Oh yeah, and also there's the same like sound dampening material on the back of this door. Okay, so that has been it for the unboxing of this case. So if you enjoyed the video, like it. If you didn't, then dislike it and tell me why. And yeah, subscribe if you enjoyed the videos. If not, then don't. And well, I just hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next part of this video series. Hello everyone, and I am aware that my head is very brightly lit. Anyway, as you may have just seen, I look over there at my computer because I'm editing the video as I speak, and I decided to record this outro. As you saw in the video, I said something like that will be it for the first part of this series. Now, the original series that I was planning on making, now part 1 of that series would have been of me unboxing the case, which is what you just watched. Part 2 was intended to be me moving my computer components from my old case to the new case, and then part 3 would have been the final switch on and making sure that everything still worked fine and the cable management and stuff like that. But part 2 and part 3 of that video series don't actually exist, because halfway through moving my computer from the old case into the new case, the camera battery died on me and my computer was in pieces, laid out, ready to put it back together, and I could not be patient enough to wait for the camera battery to charge before I continued putting my computer back together. I just wanted to get it over and done with, because at this point I was getting quite frustrated with it. So I just said, you know what, forget this, I'm putting my computer back together. So I've now put it all back together, and it's actually in my computer case, which if I just take you off, this is my computer. If I just move the tripod, this is a computer now in its case. Like I said, I did go ahead and move the 2 40mm fans, the 2 white ones to the front, and the 1 black one that I had from my old case, which is also 40mm, I put on the back. So yes, in the video I did say that these 2 fans, I've also got a nice little fan controller, let me just stop one of them. I did say that in the video that these 2 fans were 120mm fans. They are not. They are actually 140mm. I put some text over the screen. I wrote the name down of them as well. Like Fractal Dynamic GP14s, I believe they are. But yeah, I moved both of them. Well, I moved the one from the back to the front. There's this dust filter thing which just goes on there. Like I said in the video, I don't use any drive bays. Hello, George. Hello. What are you doing? George, I'm recording a video here. But yeah, the old 141 from my old case I put in the back. So now, George, can I... Once again, this video is brought to you by Cat. So yes, here is my computer. Also, I've just been editing the video, but I can't remember if I clarified. The bottom drive bays are also removable, as you can see there. I've removed the bottom ones and technically the top ones, and I've moved the top ones higher up and actually mounted them from the top of the case. And then as for everything else, RAM, motherboard, CPU cooler, graphics card, power supply, it is all in there nice and neatly. Now, you might notice something in there that isn't normally in computers. That is this block of wood with elastic bands around it acting as a GPU brace, and the elastic bands are just there to give it some traction so the wood doesn't slip. And saying that, the elastic band just pinned off. But yes, the old case, the Coolmaster Half X, actually had a built-in GPU brace, and this case didn't, so I went and measured the distance from the bottom of the case to the bottom of the GPU in its level position. I used the edge of that little weird circle, the rectangle with the round ends, I forgot the name, as a sort of wedge to wedge it in place, and then just put that under there. And then there's my GPU nice and level, which will stop it from sagging, and then it will also stop it from damaging the PCI lane as well. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the unboxing of the case, and you're rolling over again. Recording with cats. What can you do? Okay, so that's been it for the unboxing of the case, as you just saw, and it's also been this little bit where I've recorded it literally on the day of editing, of me just going over my computer put into this case. So yeah, this is my desk. It's the same as it always has been. Here's the affordable mechanical keyboard, and when my computer just wakes up, there's me just editing the video. So now I need to stop recording and go and transfer the footage. But before I do that, I will say thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.